Hi, I don't know if it's morning or afternoon where you are. It's morning here in Hungary, where I'm speaking from. My name is Patty Sapetti, and I'm with Dovetail Office Consulting KFT. One of the services that we offer is teaching English as a second language. So I'm going to be chatting with you from time to time in these short video clips about words that we use in English that sometimes have more than one meaning. This was brought to my attention yesterday by a colleague as we were traveling. She is Hungarian and is trilingual in English, Hungarian, and German. And she was bringing up some interesting points. And we had a great discussion about this. Um, One of the things I've been considering before I started these video clips was, what is my niche? We all have to have this little area of what we focus on and talk about, our little expertise, or even things that we're learning about that we want to share and get input. And I'd like some of your input as you listen. And I will be sharing some words and phrases that we are typically using in American English. I'm a Native American English speaker, so is my husband, but he's also the grandchild of Hungarians that were born in Hungary. And that's why we're here in Hungary right now. So as I talk more, I'll share more about our life here. You can also check out our website, www.dovetailoc.com. And we use that symbol of the dovetail to talk about how we connect with each other and how we can help each other. So I want to talk to you today about a couple of words that we discussed yesterday. One of them was degree. We've been talking about the cold weather here and other places. And in Hungary, we measure in degrees Celsius. And in the US, we say degrees Fahrenheit. But sometimes we just say it's minus 13 Fahrenheit or Celsius. And it has been really cold. Um, and she brought up this point of, don't you use the same or similar word when you talk about education? And I said, well, yes, we do. You get a degree when you go to higher education, and that is showing the levels that you're going up. And in temperature, we talk about degrees going up, and we're hoping for warmer degrees soon. Um, so it's the exact same word. And then we have words that sound similar or are used very differently. And another word that we talked about was uh, in Hungary, the word for pen is toll, Toll. The same word we use for paying when you go through certain places in the highway, you pay a toll. Well, in Hungary, the word toll means pen. It also means feather. And she thought that was kind of strange, and here's the thing, I'm old enough that I understood that in the olden days, before my time, people made pens out of feathers. And that's what they wrote the US Constitution with, quill pens. So it made a lot of sense to me that the word feather and pen were the same word in Hungarian. So some old Hungarians used to be writing with feathers, and now we're writing with the ballpoint pen, which was actually invented in Hungary. That's a kind of cool point to know. Hungary is famous for a lot of cool inventions. They promoted vitamin C, developed it. The Rubik's Cube came from here, and the toll or pen. Uh, and we have some crossover words, and I hope to share some of those with you in the future too. And that surprised me that we have some words that are similar or even the same in both languages. They might just say them a little differently. And one thing about Hungarian language is um, they are very specific on how they pronounce each letter of their alphabet, and they always pronounce them the exact same way. In American English, it isn't like that. We have a lot of exceptions because our English came about by the melding of different languages as people came to the US, especially, and other places, so that language got a lot of mix. But strangely enough, we can all understand each other most of the time. And that's a kind of curiosity to other people and other cultures. So I am going to be talking about cultural differences as well. And we're generally more laid back in the US. Learning languages in Hungary is very structured. And that's a big adjustment for me because I like being more laid back. And so I have to make a point to help my clients who are trying to speak better understand that whether we're from New York City or the South or California or Texas, we can all understand each other, even if we say words a little bit differently. Now, there might be some local expressions that people in the North might not know, but most of the time, if you put it in the context of a sentence, we get it. We understand each other. And I want to help people in Hungary better understand American English also. And then there's British English. And I jokingly told someone I have a little trouble with that, especially over in the UK, where if you go to other places and near there, like Ireland or Scotland, that's a different challenge. And when I watch a movie that's made in one of those places, sometimes I need the subtitles. So, folks, I'm happy to be able to talk to you about getting better English, but also this is a monologue. If you really want to improve your English and you're in Hungary or on Zoom from somewhere else, I can help you and we can have a dialogue, not just a monologue. I use Fluentize for my lesson plans. And I also like to share things about my faith. And one of the things I'm going to plan to share in these video clips is a word from the Lord. And I always keep my Bible handy. It's right here. And I also encourage people to journal. If you learn something new, and it means something to you. I call that a takeaway. So I write down words from the Lord and words I learn in other languages, and I can go back and build and be encouraged myself on the things that I am continuing to learn, even as a senior citizen. So I want to tell you today, all that's good comes from above. That's my word from the Lord for you today. Thank you. Bye-bye.